What's up, Go enthusiasts? I'm here to play a game against KataGo. 0.5 Komi. Let's go. Yeah, often when I play a lot of handicap games against KataGo, I will switch it up and put 3-4s forcefully down here so that it doesn't have to be 4-4s every game. But I don't mind right now. All 4-4s is okay with me. And they backed off. Normally they actually do something else, but they actually played it sort of standard and patient this time. Oh, notes or details or something is telling me the KataGo eval. You can see it says black plus 31 and 0.7, of which I will keep probably 0. But I can try my best. I'm going to try my best to win today, which means controlling. So I need to understand exactly what kind of game I'm playing. Yeah, that's the main effort, is I want to understand the game with more detail than I intuitively get. You know, as you grow as a Go player, you will naturally build skill, but it's important to go beyond that. So this is a classic shape that I've played many times before, with a high back off and an enclosure that emphasizes on, after approach, building an area here, and they're coming quickly to stop that area. So it makes a lot of sense from my perspective to go and finish this part. So I'm thinking about kick and knight's move, actually, because that way I actually have no idea how he can come and use the corner. I'm very curious, actually. I want to see this. Oh, they choose not to respond to the kick because it would give me a very nice answer. That's making sense, actually. I think that's correct. They should not respond to that kick. That's true. Okay, this is interesting. I think I may be supposed to play attach now. In this kind of situation where I'm intending to give, the low back off will be kind of weird. And we emphasize this area, which should be good with the unresolved tension in the bottom right. I wonder what to do with this now. Should I invade? Just press gently? Pincer here? It seems like a press here should be good to make use of my stones and to apply pressure to him. It seems like if he would play there, then I would feel very awkward. Oh, so push now means if I answer, I'm small, because I've already constricted myself a little bit. So I'm restricted from answering this one, and therefore it's a little good. A little bit good for white, actually, yeah. I didn't realize. I was thinking that white was going to play here and everything is normal. I didn't realize they can play this way. But it must mean I should be able to punish over here, right? So even if they hane, I can answer. Nothing should be bad about that, right? I'm not sure how they would punish this one. Maybe just a jump or an attach here? Probably just a jump, right? After that one, a jump and jump seems good for me. Maybe they will apply pressure on the top overall. But I think I should pretty urgently come over here, right? This seems like it applies pressure. It makes the game hard for white. I would definitely do this in a human game. Against the AI, I'm like more hesitant because making the game hard for them does not actually gain anything. Objectively speaking. There I could have played, by the way, outside, but I honestly didn't even think about it. It actually is possible in such situations, isn't it? That might have been a mistake to block the corner. Normally, you just automatically can block the corner and nothing goes wrong. Okay, so they use this way. So I put some pressure on, and they had to come up with a crazy move. That's my understanding of what's happened just now. And this crazy move looks quite sharp. The idea being, if I fall back here, they plan to attach. And then if I fall back again, they plan to hane. And then the shape is actually bad. At least that's my understanding. Okay, so this is interesting. Can I jump here? Probably no, but I'm not sure why. After that, then block here, hane, and cut would be bad. And if I hane under, then they will slip me. I see. So you don't really have that much time. If I push, I'm sure that they want to hane here. That looks very difficult to deal with. They actually could push down too. It's not unreasonable. What if I just extend? Push here. Then if they block, I push. And if they hane, then I hane under. Or even play something a little sharper, like go this way, allow that. That doesn't look great. No, push, block, here, descend. That doesn't look acceptable for white. So it seems like white should have to do something a bit more passive if I push here. I think this push is the best way to seize control. I must remember they have a weakness here, you know? That's the reason why this is acceptable, is that there's weakness here and weakness there. And this is not attacking that, but it's making sure I keep it in my eye. Here I thought I can push back, although I also can push this way, and I'm not actually sure which one is better. If I push back this way, they should block, probably. Maybe they can exchange a hane first and then block. I think block first is best. And then the triple hane is annoying. Yes. Yeah, it's annoying. So that would mean I would have to answer something that's pretty clearly over-concentrated. One way or another. Seems like I must play here. Okay. It was this moment which I didn't know what it was going to do. The knight's move here is a bit unexpected. I thought that white was going to be choosing a way to play from this group directly. Instead, they're leaving it to handle the top side and daring me to handle this group. Basically saying, first of all, there's a squeeze here, so white has some influence. Basically an attach here, sente, or something like that. Like they have Atari, they have attached, they have a lot of running direction in this way. And I can deny that by jumping, but then they cover. So what they would rather me do, or what I, what I look to be forced to do by shape, is to jump out here somehow. Run out. And then, what exactly is their counterpunch? Like, if I play here, what are they doing? I must keep in mind this idea that if you split yourself, you're doing something wrong. So the AI would not do something like, after I play here, just push and then give me more influence towards this. Because the influence this way is less valuable than the influence that way. Unless it has a secret plan to immediately save this. So if it has like extra bonus resource, then sometimes it will do like a split thing because it actually judges the other thing as being strong. Now, I don't think that's what's happening here. I don't really see the extra resource that white could theoretically be aiming at. Only some resource here, really. And I'm genuinely very surprised that we did not try, like, knight's move or something to attach here. Instead, they went this way. Okay, I've been thinking for a while, and all I can come up with for an answer for white for this one is something insane, like knight's move here. Which surely I should not be scared of. Surely I'm not supposed to be cowering to the idea my opponent can run towards my strong group that's running out on top of me. I refuse to coward. So, wow, they mean this cut. This cut. Oh. So their idea is that when I cut, I would naturally want to use this Atari. But then if I would cover them, then they have a wedge, an Atari, and Atari, and Atari, and full squeeze, even to this point. Atari here. And they can make a full squeeze even beyond that. And basically, black would be in big trouble. So, if I decide to cut this way, after that, if I choose not to make the Atari, they can still make most of the same thing. I just have a slightly stronger Atari there. It's probably not worth enough. I hadn't realized that these stones can get shorter liberties so quickly. It seems likely that that means that... So this is, by the way, this is their special resource, whatever they were using to stop this from being good. This is it. I didn't find it, but they showed me. So now when I push through an Atari here, then perhaps I can continue with an immediate tiger's mouth here. Aiming at the cut, which they will probably fix directly, because I also have the pressure here, so it would be pretty insane to leave it and allow me to also fix this side. So I would imagine that they fix that cut directly. And then... Oh, I would still have to answer. So then maybe it implies I should answer. So here, answer. But then there's some difficulty still. Maybe I could... Yeah, I can be afraid of this one then. And then if connect, then block. So it seems like it's actually very difficult for black to do much after pushing through here. All black can really do is, well, it's actually really hard to link under with this one. Even if I play here and then just jump directly, well, then my opponent will attach. And it's still hard. It's still difficult. At that point, I would have to start cowering, using this one and then trying to fix. It feeds my opponent's shape so much. It's so wondrous to the extent that I'm very seriously considering churning here instead and pushing through. Because at least that way I do not have to suffer a shortage of liberty thing here, and as I escape I do not have to cower and take the territory underneath, which is really low value territory. You know, I would already get a lot of this without spending a move. If I can't find any extra solution, I must actually, I think. So what would an extra solution look like? What's the extra resource that allows me? Is it like I could play here and cut directly? Then what would white do? Atari down in here, almost certainly, right? It looks very bad, very bad. I cannot do that. But the problem is when I play here and here, then the opponent will easily fix. And if I continue to run, my opponent is already fixed here. It's also very bad, you know? Wow. This is stunningly difficult. I guess it shouldn't be that stunning, it's AI. How brilliant. I didn't even think that there could be something like this. But it shows what I know. I'm also very curious what White's special plan was if I had just one space jumped and avoided this. I mean, I did think about whether I need to avoid this. I just thought there's no way I would need to avoid this. But I definitely did. Okay, I will play here and this one directly. And link up, I think. It's also possible to play this one to save myself rather than this one. It handles the cutting points much more directly. After this one, the endgame there is that they can extend. And then how is the trickery? After extend, can they immediately break? No, because I can give up the one stone for sure. So how's the expected territory in both variations? If I would play here, then the expected territory on the upper right corner and on the top side. The top side is quite a bit weaker, actually. It's notable. But also notable is that the right side white group, which we are fighting over right now, will be much stronger if I play here, as white can use this one and this one to almost assuredly form an eye, and then also come over here and even aim at a second eye in a quite boisterous fashion. I'm also curious whether I can exchange this now if I'm going to play here. If I'm going to play this one, I think certainly I can't, right? Because then it's going to make this just so strong? Or is it? Can I do this in here? Is that a good shape? Good exchange? Good way? Good method? It very well might be good. If I really have Miai here, can I ignore? What if I play here? I would lose like so much territory if they save. What if I play here, 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 and really try to make it clear cut that they're in big trouble? I really can't see a reason not to, actually. So I will do that from this side, I think. Just one space jump? Is it the right shape? I believe so. So now they must struggle. Here comes the struggle. And I thought if I can play on top of it now, it would be good. I can't believe I spent so long looking at the two defenses and comparing them without even thinking of playing away from them. I'm quite an uncreative player, it seems. Okay, so now this is... obviously, it's going to be an extremely difficult cut to try to use these 2 stones in any offensive manner, because they have still the same sacrifice, and like that doesn't have to be used in Gote. It can be used mid-sequence, so to gain Sente with it. So it's possible for me to do something like this one, and then here, and aim at cutting and playing here, and then, you know, say, hey, I can run out, so that means that you're dead inside. But almost assuredly, they're going to find some Sente move. Like, I play here, they play this one first, and cut first, and then play here. And then you'll notice, well, then I can't cut anymore because they have 1 Sente move, and then they're out. So rather than to commit on anything like that, I think it's better to play outside. Hane looks very normal and good here. After which they can extend, and then I'm thinking about whether I can extend or whether I should just connect. And if whether I should connect means that I should just extend in the first place. But I think I could actually play outside there. So I think Hane must be right. Wow, crosscut I wasn't expecting at all. I was expecting either one of these extends. And honestly this one, but crosscut. Wow, this move means normally you should save it like this, and then normally this is crushing, like I should be able to beat something up here. But in this case, maybe it's not. Maybe he's gonna get 1 Sente move, and then this actually just bumps into his wall. And it's not possible really for me to ignore the Sente move and let him capture, because then I'd have to fix this. I mean, maybe that's okay, but it's not obviously possible. Wow, crosscut here, causing problems. Causing problems because you are actually that thick. Wow, 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 wow. I didn't think of this as a threat. Looks like maybe I need to fall back here, because I really just can't see how this is going to work when they push here. Maybe I can do this. They push, play extend. Try and play hardball. They're just going to play here. Atari? Fix? That's not bad. Is that my saving grace here? Okay, but the problem is when I do this, cut here, then I'd have to answer, and I've actually given them an extra move, so I'm not that safe on the outside. Then they can extend. I must play here, and they can push, and I might be surrounded. At least I think I wouldn't be able to cut them anymore. Right? They should have enough liberties that there should be basically no way for me to get out of that. Alright, what's up, Go Enthusiasts? I'm back. I just watched Happy Gilmore 2, actually, and I had dinner during the break. And it's the nice thing about playing AI is I can just leave and watch a movie for 3 hours or whatever, and then come back and finish the game. So here we are. Yeah, actually I was muted when I first came back, and I was reading this a bit further. And yeah, I concluded that if I play this one, they're going to Atari first, actually, and then they'll block, and it's going to work for them. And then I was thinking about whether I can Atari here. Doesn't seem that good though. I think this might be a like hold your horses moment. Maybe I need to just extend back like this. Allow white to extend back, and then extend back myself, and then just run and allow them to chase these outsides. That must be, honestly, it's not even necessarily important to run this out. Maybe I should just run first. No, I should run this out so that I can save it better. Yeah. I think this is the right move. I'm gonna just connect back and go here. Okay. roughly as expected here. That they, in general, I thought they have to run out, because if they push out here, I'm going to save it anyway, and then they're just going to help me get like a better target here. So they're going to leave this be for now. And then interesting peeping timing. I can't say I really understand. There. I'm thinking about connecting and diagonal. There's definitely some serious aji here for the future. Because remember, this is serious aji over here. So I think maybe I need to connect. But this is also meaningful. I'm anyway not planning on surrounding. I just want to come back here and let them connect through. Maybe it's better here then. It's very hard for me to tell this kind of thing, this kind of detail. It seems like it should be okay. Because after this one, he has this cut thing, which I'm going to have to just send. And he has this one. And since he has this one, sente as well. So this one, I should answer. When this cut comes sente, and then this one, then I'm dead in the corner. However, if he uses that sente, I will cut and kill this, which is also extremely big. Because, you know, I haven't finished defending this part. Although, what he would do is he would extend first, force me to defend, and then let me capture it, and then it would be small. Okay, you have to connect. You have to connect. Oh, and now he chooses this direction. That's sharp. Wait, is my whole group here in trouble? Is that what it's talking about now? Oh, that could be true. Whoa. Let's calm down here a second, buddy. Calm down. We don't need to be chasing my whole group here. I think I need to save it. And then after that, it should be okay. Am I going to get in big trouble? Wait, there's no way. There's no way, man. Oh, what I've realized is that, you know, push cut, I thought this kind of thing should always work, but he's going to extend, and I can't connect them, so, like, basically I would kill one side or the other if I do that. And if I don't do that, I had to go defend myself. It's still holding in the air. Like, the cut here is just inevitably protected. You must play here. You must. But then the opponent is going to kill this part, and I can only rely on the outside cut threats to, like, save it with the Liberty Race here, which is just not going to work. You must somehow make it work. What is this move? Protecting the weaknesses here and saying this part, surely I can do something if I have the move. Like, this can't be real. I Atari, they Atari. I capture. They connect. I go through, they go down. It's not really working. What a sick connecting move. I thought it was just going to be a connect here to make the capture race better, but they're adding in the value of attack against this. It should still be safe, but kind of only barely. So the question is how to handle this part properly. If I play here, and the Atari and bump, and I block and they block and I cut, it's not working. If I Hane first, and then descend. They connect. It's not working. I must save. I must. I must. How can it not save? That would be insane. There's so many cutting weaknesses out here. There must be a good order to use them. What is it? It should start here. This one, connect. Diagonal, here, push. If connect, then cut. Then cut. This must be working. The only way is if this one could ever work. I just can't believe that White would win a capture race successfully through there. Wow, okay, so they're attacking this one. Okay, so my thought here was that if I block, then it should be that this one and this one are Miai. So I thought I'm safe. What's the problem? I guess I should Atari first, by the way. Although it weakens this peep. Otherwise, there's a reduction, which is actually helping them a lot. And when I capture, I would obviously be safe. So Atari. Are they going to fight the Ko? That would be an insane Ko. There is a hot thing happening here, but if I win the Ko, I can cut this. So surely that gives me enough resources. There's no way the Ko is fightable. I think I can get this for free. And then go here. And I thought this is alive, yeah. So they play away. I must connect. It is mandatory. And I must save it. I need to spare the liberties, I guess. Now I can just capture and connect with that. And I even still have the cut threat there. So this is fantastic, isn't it? Did I just win a fight against the AI? how did it end up this good? This is like all my dreams coming true from the initial moment, which I thought was so scary. So I'm now totally safe, and I have the next move here. Their shape over here, they have this Sente, so if I play here, locally speaking, is that they should be able to have this Sente and therefore almost an eye? No, they really should be able to get an eye, it seems like. But perhaps this is only half eye over here. Well, I guess if they spend a move, it's maybe more than that. Not really. No, this is a half eye here. I'm pretty sure. How did this turn out well? I don't get it. It never turns out well. Okay, so I think that this is half an eye, but it might be a full eye using the real tricks over here, like the super short of liberty stuff, where they can threaten to make it so that I can't approach them here somehow. Like, I don't know. That I'm scared. There's often something. That's what I'm trying to say. There's often, in this kind of shape, a reason why black could get totally short of liberties and then Atari'd from the outside here. Like, wait, goes down, plays here, like maybe wait, Atari this way, goes here, and then tries to fill all your liberties and Atari from the outside. So with that, probably white can get an eye out there. So I'm going to assume that white has one eye and two eyes here. And that would mean that they're fully and totally alive with this whole group, which is probably what's going on here. So I was very happy to save everything, but actually when I go around and look at the territory balance, am I like, have I lost a lot here? Am I actually like down quite noticeably from the beginning? How could that possibly have happened? Because I don't think I like undershot my expectations at any point. I'm kind of curious to go back. Do I get to mid game? Like, I don't even remember honestly what happened because it was a few hours ago from my perspective. I guess I was a little passive. Maybe a little passive. Oh, and this was good for them. That part was good for them. Even though I could establish some counter fighting here and actually like do a good job to keep it clean. I think this part I've done a good job, but the initial fighting is probably pretty bad. Anyway, from here. So it seems like it would be nice to cover this one stone. Also, it would be nice to cover this area, so like approaching here. But actually probably not that nice because this is the only area that is mildly relevant and it's super strong. So it's like, I don't actually have to care that much. I can go develop the more important areas. And then this topside area is a clear important area. So my intuition is that running here to like both cover this one stone and then also try to lean in, not allow them to attack me. This should be a good way to keep some momentum. Should be a good direction there. I'm also thinking, since these, I believe, are alive, I actually don't need to save everything very hard. So given that, is there some like fast, strong way I can play? Like, can I play like here maybe? Allowing the thing there and then just saying, oh, I'll push and cut somehow. It seems like this, allowing that is probably kind of dumb. Maybe just here and push. It seems so wrong to not try to use peep in the area. Maybe I'm supposed to just go in, right? Because I don't actually have to save these two either. So if he really tries to run out, I can just save this part, let him control that, and control this back, right? Surely that's a good strategy. So can I just hop in right now, and then defend a group there? Is that a good control? I saw Shu Hao Hong pull a move like this out of his pocket, and it looked really good in the game that he played. It was in the LG Cup semifinals against Shin Min-jin. He played this one, and then Shin Min-jin just started dying. It seemed really OP. I'm very tempted to try it. I think it's got to be a good direction here. Because if he pushes, I can just cover. That would be wonderful. And if he tries to come out more aggressively, I get to prove the top side. I like this one. Let's try it. So I want to cover now. And cover like that. So I was thinking, because I don't have to save those, this should be good direction. But maybe it's thinking because it wants to save those eventually is good direction there. That's possible, actually. Okay, so here it's aiming at saving that one stone, right? And then splitting all my groups. I was not expecting this move. Honestly, I thought that White was going to be coming back. I knew that White would be pushing through. Once they push this one, they have to push there. But I thought White was going to be coming back. I didn't realize that they're going to play from this side and ask about the weakness to compress me. It's making sense to do. I should respect it next time. I don't really respect this kind of move. Unconsciously. Defend this way? I mean, it has to be some defense. I think this is no worse than any other. The one problem with this one is that they might push, and that's aiming at push, Atari, and cut somehow. But surely that would be completely acceptable. Let's just answer one time. Can I answer here? Can I answer to cut it? Is it better? Like, I could attach here, actually. It might be better answer. Attach here, allow the connection. No, it can't be right. This one must not be worse than any other. This is an interesting move. I was still expecting them to come back, but I guess now it doesn't matter to come back because already they've captured these three. So that makes this area in between two strong areas very irrelevant. I also didn't expect if they were going to take care that they would go this way. I thought they were going to be linking up here, and that was like what I was regretting with this one that I didn't that I allowed them to link up. But I can see now if they play here, I actually don't want to disconnect it at least urgently. And so they just played a bigger territory one while looking at the connection. It's making sense. The classic is to kick this one. So to claim, hey, you two-spaced, haha. But actually, it's really helping them a lot in this case because I have a huge influence and they're trying to link up. So like helping them get the movement through the center seems really wrong for this particular situation. I'm thinking it might be that I should come over here. I really think this one is big, but then I look over here and realize that there's two eyes, and I don't have to defend this area at all later. So like the reason why not to play here is that when they play here, I will Tanuki again, and again, and again, and again. I don't know if that's really true. I'll try. Can I play the triple Hane? In this case, they would play Hane. It means that you're going to extend, right? If you triple Hane, that's the only way to prove it's good. It doesn't seem good here. I think I should just extend. Wow, attach! I didn't expect it at all. I thought that they were going to be playing over around here directly, or like maybe this one. But attach means they don't want me to run in against the two strong groups. Because they definitely can't defend after that, and I would be like aiming at this peep. They're trying to cover this peep. Oh, that's an important one, huh? So they want to cover it really aggressively. Wow. It also, of course, means that they played the crosscut. That's obvious. But I think that's okay for me, right? I can actually Atari into connect and easily escape and then handle this part. The crosscut doesn't seem scary. Actually, maybe they don't play into crosscut. Maybe they will triple Hane or double Hane. But then I should definitely Hane. Yeah, I think it's good. Oh wow, they even fall back even further. So then, there's still a cutting point here. And then I can push in. I could lean. I can run this way. It seems very important, but also there's another direction from here. You can also push. But then the cut is definitely coming. I'm just like begging for it if I push. Thinking I should maybe like, I don't know, it's hard to play a move here because when they run through here, it's like running straight through me. Difficult to organize here. Maybe I should start this one and then they could run out on a apply pressure. It's just not working. This one in the cut. I don't think that's good. I don't know how to play a reasonable move now. They actually backed off like a lot here, but it leaves so much pressure. Maybe just like one space jump to aim at pushing after that. Atari. It's not really working. It's not really breaking them. Maybe like diagonal. Wait, is diagonal a sick move here? It might be. No, it can't be. It can't be. Because I can just give up this one stone if I'm going to be that wuss. I should just push an Atari, or Atari extend here, and then say, you know, I'm chilling in the fight. But that's clearly worse than like the protecting variations. So maybe that's what I'm supposed to do, is just protect. It does make sense, doesn't it? So tiger here is just best, really? Yeah, maybe. Alright, try it. I know that that is acceptable. So now Wade is saying, hey, look, we got fine territory. But I was thinking, I have this one now. I don't have to take it, but I have it. I can exchange this. But you can't exchange the next one, so it's probably a bad exchange because you'd rather like wait for a chance to use other moves to aim at the, or even the direct thing. So probably just that exchange is helping them. Also because you can use it from the side, right? So now, can I like lean on the from the center here? Try to be really maniacal about the moyo. That's what you're supposed to do with moyos, you know? Actually, I think it's probably the right direction. I'm a little scared to do this stuff because extend is obviously coming. Against AI, it never works the way you want it to. But so here, for example, I really wanted Sente. I was hoping that this one is Sente, but I'm very scared it's not. I don't know. I guess I can't do anything about that. I'm thinking whether it's better to block here so that I can aim at playing this one as my follow-up rather than this one. But it's such a cringe follow-up to let them push through like this. But it still is better, actually. Wow, cut. I thought for sure they were tarring here. Cut? Really? It means they're definitely taking some gote, right? I don't think they can play cut and take sente. I don't understand actually what the point of the cut is. Only if it's Atari here, and then capture. Is that even giving them something in the corner? I don't really get it. Oh, it is. It's making it so that after I connect here, they can Hane connect here, and it's sente for the cut, because then this one is Atari. That's actually really smart. I guess if I capture, then when they Atari here, and I play the ko, they capture the ko. They have a lot of co-threats over here. A lot of co-threats. So it would be very unreasonable of me. So I must do this. And then I must give them the D2 sente. Wait, are they going to Tanuki after getting the D2 sente? Wait a second here. Wait, they didn't even take it. Oh, because now if I connect, they get E2, and I have to answer, and then they're strong. Oh my god. Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, wow. 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 Amazing. So what happened there was a great question about the Aji. So the cut there was designed to pose the question. Oh my god, it's brilliant. I really should never underestimate the ability of a cut like that to cause more havoc than the cost it bears. You know? Wow. Excellent, excellent play. Out of weight here. And so now what? So now, like, the point of my play had been that I'm going to take this one or take a huge threat over here. But now when I play this one, they're going to connect, and I guess I could give up the corner. I guess I need to give up the corner if I want to play that way. And then, I mean, it doesn't make sense because, like, this is the valuable area anyway. It's like, if I play this one, it makes E2 so much more valuable. So it doesn't, like, if I had to play E2, it makes this one so much more valuable. I don't get a good slice of the pie. I guess my best slice is to play E2, give up this one, and, like, play here or something. Something patient and passive. Can I still win the game on territory that way? How much territory does he even have? He has like 1, 2 points over there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I'm still winning the game for sure. So I guess then I can play this game. I can attempt to play this game into a clean endgame. Am I really gonna let him capture, man? That's so lame. But yeah, I think so. Because if I play here and give him that, and try to take the center and give that too, it's like completely unplayable. completely ridiculous. I'm honestly considering just taking the L3 first, because it's so big. It's so big. But E2 must be bigger, right? Like, this thing is enormous, surely. Yeah. E2 must be the biggest on the board right now. And then perhaps I need to start with the cut here. I could play this side still, and that would be aiming at pushing next. And like believing in it, some kind of attack that forces an answer. It's like not entirely unrealistic. But I think that cutting here is probably bigger. If I play here and they do that, I'll feel regret that I have to play on this side. I think so, at least. You might think this is great looking, but it's really not, because I'm so thick here that if they can get center influence from my taking this area, it's like a big loss. But this is so big. I'm not sure which one of these will actually control the game more. I'm gonna go for this one. They choose the Atari. Interesting. It's aiming at covering the weaknesses over here. And of course getting some more points as they cover. Yeah, it's good timing. Indeed, they're correct to just Atari at least once. I'm tempted to extend, allow the capture. Or to play away entirely, allow the capture and ignore. No, you can't allow the capture and ignore. It seems like I have to play connect, though. Seems like the value of that is so high. The value that is here is not 0 for black. So to give that up is very bad form. Anyway, it seems like this is not unsuccessful to steal the corner and let them answer this part. And then surely it's this area, right? You can actually push here first, but that's like too wild for me. I can't do that. It's possible, but not for me. Is that limiting thinking? Maybe it's possible for me. Like, this is not a bad move, I think. Do I have enough skill to play F2? How many points reverse Sente is it? Considering that that's likely. It is. A lot of points. think it's like an 8-point reverse sentai. Jeez, man. Why not just call these two Miai? Because I want to answer that one, that's why. Ah. Maybe F2 is correct. Maybe. Also, maybe I'm just being an idiot. Like, it's entirely possible that AI will be like, F2, how dare you? You know, and white plays M2 and I just say regret. But I don't think so. I'm crazy enough. Okay. I can play here, right? There's nothing. I don't know what the point of starting from that side is. At best, there's a Seki when they try to make an I. Right? But no, there will never be a Seki. Never mind. I can connect here, and then I can connect everything outside, can't I? Wait. I connect here, he throws in Ataris, plays here, I connect, he plays here, I Atari. Right, wait, connect, throw in there, connect, there. Okay, so it just gives them all of the Sente moves out here, that's all they wanted. Alright, they deserve them. And they chose this one, by the way, not M2, but M3. I don't understand why, actually. Isn't it wrong to let me play N2? And then Tanuki to the left side? Or even G2? No? Are they going to attack this group? They are. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that this kind of group is attackable someday. They are going to attack that group. Well, anyway, N2 is still correct now. But here's the attack. Yeah. Run a couple times first, right? And then, only then, can I come back? There. Wait, that's so sad. If I play here and extend, he can cut. I can't push and cut, because I die first. That's so sad. It means the most basic counterattacking is not effective here. So I need a more complicated counterattacking. Perhaps attach? Here, cut. Disgusting, can't do that. Here, there, here. Here. Oh, exchange that and then play here. That would be good. So here is good. And then I can connect with this one even and make my second eye mostly. I'm sure this is the right move. And I think that this is also good. No? Expected. Okay. Then isn't push here so big, guys? This G2 is the other big one, but this push is bigger. If I push that one, and they play here, and then I Atari, they would ignore, right? Honestly, this G2 is also playable. maybe G2 is better than M2 just now. But I didn't really believe in my F2 that much. And I'm happy to be verified. Like, to get F2 G2 is so nice, I think. Even though it came with some other exchanges. But the other exchanges, like, the shape here, shouldn't be bad for black, right? Like, this is exactly... if I had played, locally speaking, and I could play one move, this is a one move that I would like to play, isn't it? Oh, maybe it's a little pushed back. Maybe it's a point bad, or something like that, over here. And then these exchanges, is it really bad to save it like this? And to like have them be pushed back? I mean, maybe I had some points here before, and then those points are gone. That's what I was talking about. That's actually reasonable, yeah. Those points are gone. But I believe I'm still leading at this point. Which is awesome. How many moves deep are we? It should be quite a lot, right? I can see it here, right? Oh no! I spoiled myself. It turned on the graphs, I didn't know. But we were on move like 126 or something. And I am still leading. I'm still leading a lot. Do you think I can carry through an endgame? Hana here seems like it's enormous. Otherwise, when they Hane, I can't cut, right? So I can only clamp. When I Hane first, I threaten to get this area, and of course reduce them so much. I don't think this area is meaningful. I don't think this area is meaningful. I think Hane is like the last most meaningful area. I could have pushed here maybe first, but yeah, I do think I need to answer this. This is so big usually. And they go and capture the 3 stones. Okay, I will let them do that. Is it best to Atari and connect here? Because I'm still going to have to owe this move later. So maybe it's better to just connect and allow him to force me that move. But then I'd still owe one more move. So actually this one should be best, right? Oh, can I use something here? Probably never. Okay. So I think I'm going to go here and then here. Okay, they use this one to make sure that I can't use something. It's making some sense. Can I push here now? And claim if you cut me, then I can get this Hane and this push. Oh, how is it? Then they can play here, and then it doesn't matter if I ever cut. So it's actually not good. So that means I should just answer this, I'm sure. It's the biggest gote. And now here I was thinking I could push, but maybe you can triple Hane. Push is better. And then Hane was the plan. Is that really the biggest move? Like, maybe it's better to press from the outside right now and try to swallow this one and aim at this cut. It looks good to me. To try this way. Oh. What does that mean? It means if I Hane fullback is not Sente, so they Atari? That can't be right. Hane here, not working. No. Hane cut is definitely the plan. And then I pull back, and I'm aiming at Atari cut. It doesn't seem playable. So it's Hane Tiger is their plan. If I Atari, then connect, then here, then push and save. So Hane Tiger connect would then be better. So then unless they're planning Hane here. Kill me. They could be planning to kill me. Whoa. Hold your horse. No killing me. That's not fair. That's not nice. It would be a capturing race, which they would lose. Second Hane. Wow. Over there now. That was the point. Wow. I didn't understand what their move was, but their move was not about like what they're gonna get now. Their move was about take whatever you want. They can fix the cutting point later because I can't cut still, even after I spend one move like this. Wow. That's very smart. That's very smart. That's how they don't collapse with that stuff. Oh, wow. Okay. Well played. Very well played. I couldn't expect to attach Tanuki did not attach Hane Tanuki. That is a sick sequence. Really nasty. Really nasty. Well done, White. Well done. Bravo. Can I Atari and capture this one then? If they extend and then I cut and then they cut here and I extend and they try to punish me this side, I eat it. That must be big. And if they come back this side, then I punish this side. That must be big. Atari here. Can't I play here? This must be good. Oh. But when I block here, you can't use my short liberties. So this is still fine. I block here and I eat the center as planned. Okay, I must connect now, right? And then they can throw in an Atari and fill a Liberty. Do I even need to connect? Wait. They throw in Atari, play here, I connect, they play here, I play here. I don't need to connect, right? I don't need to play here. That's Gote. Why did they play Gote 1 point when I have like huge moves still? Is this KataGo's resign? It's not resigning yet. When I push through here, and it Ataris, and I answer, that definitely doesn't work. Anything well for white. I can cut in Sente, but maybe shouldn't. It might not be like very valuable what I'm getting there. Can I churn first? Here. Then I was thinking I could play here and cut as massive moves. Also possible is to jump through to try to cause a cut problem. Excuse me, wow, sorry. It's not that easy to jump through, actually. Not in a way that would gain like a lot of area. So perhaps I should stick to the easy thing. This is like a huge, huge territory spike, isn't it? Compared to the rest of the endgame on the board, I think so. How many points exactly? Let's calculate it. Let's count it. Why not? I have all the time in the world. If they connect, then they have Atari, push, and then the last one is Argote. And if I take it, then I have the points up to there, and if they take it, then they have the points up to there. Which means that compared to me taking it, I'm 1 point smaller than that, so it's really like, it looks like that, basically, at the moment. Right, that's what it really looks like. So, okay, I have a picture in my head of where the black territory is. If white plays, it's blocked through here, effectively. And now if black plays, then black gets an additional over here. So first of all, white can get this Sente. And then over here, there's a 5 point Gote remaining, so 2.5 points expected as well there. Unless there's something special happening here. I don't think so. So there's a 2.5 point Gote, and then in the other part, I would have... Oh, let's read carefully. They should Atari here first. See my connect, and then they should play here, locally speaking. Then I guess I should capture, locally speaking. So in the end, that area, compared to the last area, it is two smaller over there. 1, 2, 3 bigger there, and 5 bigger there. So is this a 6-point gote flat? Because this one is pretty valuable. It might be only a 6-point gote. Which is kind of dissatisfying. Really? That's only 6 points? Ah, maybe 7-point gote. So I think it's a 7-point gote, M4. Because that's quite dissatisfying. Because like this one rivals that. How big is that one exactly? We should expect it to be a 7.5 point, right? Or wait, either this one and it's 8, or black plays and then the expected result is that it's 6. So it's a 7-point. This one's a 7-point gote and this one is a 7-point gote? Really? They're even? Seriously? They're not quite even because playing here has an additional small help for the center cut. How much is this, by the way? It's actually also very close. They are all very similar value, I think. I think this one is slightly bigger. But understandable. Understandable as well. Can I push here first? Will it ignore me? No. I can push here first. Probably. Squeeze every last drop. Make sure to get here first. This is about to be the next area, I think. Before it's over here. Yeah. Honey. Capture? Or should I connect? I think I should solid connect. I think it's better. I could play push through. How many points is that? let's see, I would get 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the additional, if I would get this, additional 1 point. So I think it's 9 point. So maybe about 10 point move to push through here. And if they capture here, nearly, it is definitely bigger. And then I was thinking I could attach here now, maybe. This is Sente because of Atari. And then after that, this part is clean. Unless there's a throw in and Atari and then Hanne. Okay, it's not clean. I disrespected that. You know what? There's a throw in here and it's not clean. However, that's something I need to live with. Live with and leave. Because this is way bigger. Right? Oh, is it? Is it really? Is it really way bigger? Because after throw in, and I capture, and they play here, I'm gonna just fall back and let them capture, and then connect. And then how much points is that reduced compared to if I play? Where if I play, I'm gonna play this one, and you know, hoping to get the Sente later. And then you can connect, and then reduce to that. So, or they can Atari, I mean. And then, okay, so then the end result looks like that. So then how many points is different is that? So first of all, the cuts are no longer my right. So that's like an additional maybe 1, 2 points by themselves. And then I'm also pushed back a point here. And then I'm also pushed back a point or 2 here. So it's like 4 points, Sente? Seriously? 4 points? Okay, I have to answer. Actually, I'm not sure about this. Because although when I play here, I'll have to spend another move. This one is active on the bottom side as well. So it's like, is this move existence worth more than a point that I give up for that? No. Oh, they use this directly. That's making sense. Oh, they didn't. It's not really making sense now. Okay, so now I can play here. How big is that? Since I'm threatening the Hane, it is enormously big. Definitely bigger than the 5 points. And now I'm thinking I should take the 5 points maybe. It's between the 5 points and the Atari here. I also can play this one, which, yeah, is definite Sente. Should just reduce for free. So this one is 5 point Gote. How big is this one? If I play here and he does this, then In Gote, the best you can do is like that Sante. And then that makes it so I only take 4 points. And then that this one is my right as well. So I lost 3 points and took, so it should be an overall gain. Yeah, so this one must be better. Oh, I forgot to calculate in the capture points and the reduction points here. My bad. Actually, this one, it might have been L1 that's better. Oops. Anyway. The capture here is, I think, the biggest remaining. Although it's good to exchange this Atari. Right? No, it's too early to exchange that Atari still. How about this push? No, that's too risky. How about this one? If I play here and they connect, and I play here and they throw in an Atari and fill my liberty, then I die. In Seki. Is it worth it to throw the Seki for the reduction? No, it's certainly not. This is the biggest. I must connect. They can fill, or they can Atari and fill, and then I will Atari. They're saying the push here was the next biggest. The push there was just a 1 point Sente, like reverse Sente for him, and it adds a small amount of value over here. Minor. It may as well be Atari time. This is now my right. But I don't want to use it too early because sometimes I will try to keep this group locally dead. But we're at that stage of the game where that should be like the biggest stuff to do. I will not bother to keep that tiny extra value. This is smaller than this one, right? Or are they equivalent size? This one is bigger than that one. I think they are equivalent. I don't know. I should actually count it. It's 1 point. And if white plays again, that's 2 points. That one is the 1 point, and then black plays again. It's just a 1 point Sente. Is this a... This is a Berlekamp situation. Yes. Yes, this is a Berlekamp situation between these two. And unfortunately, I don't know the infinitesimals which are associated with these two situations. I didn't actually read his book. When I understood what was going on, I was just reading the combinatorics theory. So it's not enough to actually go off to know about this stuff, which is funny. I can only know that it's possible to know rather than to actually know myself here until I study it myself. Which obviously I'm not going to do some math study right now. Let's just connect one of them. Let it connect the other. And then let's see, should I reduce this way? Or should I block here? Here, then this one is sent a, forcing the full fallback. Or here, then this one isn't actually doing anything if it just takes it, is it? So I guess that block here is correct. No. This one is a 1 point weights right. But nothing to be done about that. Okay, they choose that way. Now this one is definitely my right. And I can simply connect. Allow it to connect. Atari. And I mean, I actually don't know how to pass against this thing. Oh, I can pass with that. I also don't know the rules that we're using. Let's just fill Dame for the fun. I think this would be my first time beating KataGo on 3 stones if I did win. Which I haven't counted throughout the entire endgame, so I have no idea if I won or not. But I'm guessing I did. So I shouldn't say I have no idea. I do have an idea. I believe I won. Nice. Whether this was necessary, by the way, I don't know. I just did not want to read it. It's obviously just a trick. So I can pass. KataGo is tilting? I didn't know KataGo does this stuff. Okay, pass, man. Black plus 27.5? Seriously? Holy cow, I crushed it. I crushed it. I'm the best. I'm the best. I absolutely demolished KataGo here. I lost freaking 4 points the whole game. Oh my god. I am the best. I am the best. Also, this KataGo is obviously not the super strong KataGos. And additionally, in this part, you can see I gained. Why did I gain? I gained because it was trying to trick me and actually win the game. This KataGo is it's trained to play handicap Go. So it knows the way that they train it is one KataGo gets 10 times the playouts of the other KataGo, and they tell both KataGos that. They say, you're the KataGo with 10 times more playouts, and then they play each other in handicap games. And so they have a extra win rate. They train their win rate function for handicap games and for the assumption that they are the stronger player, and therefore they throw to make the game more complicated in order to trick the KataGo with less playouts, and then also the humans who play against them. So that's what happened here. That's why the AI lost value, is because it was trying to throw to make the game more complicated, but I actually solved all the life and death and all the problems almost perfectly throughout the whole game. I am so proud of this game. Holy cow. This is awesome. I've never crushed KataGo. I've never crushed KataGo this bad on 4 stones, let alone 3 stones. Holy cow. Three stones, no Komi, and I crush it this bad? It's never happened. I almost don't believe it. Let's see. How does KataGo think that, so you can see, for example, moves like this. I mean, that's not a good example. It's playing mostly the blue moves. Let's be real. But sometimes it will do something slightly off from the blue spot in order to make a complication. So, okay, here came the first, thinking point for me, major thinking point, where... yeah, this is my first intuition, but I thought that it was aiming at here, didn't I? Oh, but then I could extend. I didn't see this extend at this timing. I thought I was going to have to play back this way, and then after this wedge, that there's a double threat through these two things. So that's, that would be bad. But actually, KataGo was thinking it's just going to fall back this way, and then, somehow that forced me down. Interesting. So I accidentally resisted KataGo in a different way against a different idea that I had. And then here, yeah, between these two, whether I fall back or push forward, I really thought this is not good because I really thought this is Sente. And it is. So if that's Sente, then how is it bad for white? You can attach under. How is this bad for white? Why is that good for black? I don't understand. It looks to me like this shape is very ugly. The cut later coming here, you have to play like that. This doesn't look like that an efficient shape, right? I don't get it. But this one KataGo seems to think is roughly equivalent, so fair enough. Okay, and yeah, here. So it had this beautiful move lined up, but it also thinks coming here is fine. So I guess that answers. I was curious what it would do if I just played the normal jump and it didn't have that kind of striking. So it would have just run out and challenged me to break it. So if I could actually cut it here, it's still not even that effective because this is pretty strong. So it's saying I need to cut it very strongly if I want to make something good happen. Wow, that's a variation and a half. I wouldn't have ever thought of playing that way. But I did it this way, and then here was so tough to decide. So tough. They're completely different variations. But there was a cut here that made that one playable. And then I did that way, and then jumped. I'm so proud I jumped here. I actually knew that turn is also possible, but jump was to apply pressure. This is to simulate how it would be if I play against a human. Against an AI, I might turn here to try to win a game where I'm just being calm and not putting it under so much pressure. Because like the reason why this turn is better than the jump according to the AI is because according to the AI, this way is easy to handle. So why would you put a lot of pressure into handling it? Like you saw how it went in the game where it just is abusing these freaking 2-stones. It's like, don't let the opponent abuse the 2-stones. Call a much softer attack on them. They still have to answer, and then you get this kind of Atari. You can easily get the value back from this weakness towards the big area on the top side. So it's like a much safer way to attack compared to what I did. But when I'm in my own games against humans, I'm not trying to attack safely. That's like my moment when I'm trying to beat them. And so, you know, in real play, I will always play this. So I might as well play this against the AI as well. It's the only way to learn. I played this way. Its attach was, I mean, attach and crosscut is just stunning here. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that I had the right ideas about this, but apparently I didn't. The Atari is not good. I guess it's just not necessary. But block here. So yeah, I was thinking that this is acceptable for black, but my trading judgment is so wrong, actually. Because if you can get the Atari, if I have to answer and let you capture the stone, and let you capture the 2 stones, threatening this and capture the stone. Yeah. There's so much stuff going on. This is actually a nightmare for black, isn't it? Even though I captured the 2 stones in the center, it's not acceptable. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't try to throw down with white here, and I just fell back instead, and lowered my expectations. It's something I've noticed being really useful against humans and bots is to just have nice and low expectations. So here I could push if I wanted to kill it. It didn't even occur to me. But push here is to apply more pressure on this white that it can't get out, and that its space is very limited. That's extremely aggressive. But it makes sense to be aggressive if you know this kind of thing is coming, and you must save yourself. Yeah, I knew here that I can save the eye in the corner and the eye there, so I knew I was healthy. So I actually, like, succeeded here. Wow. So what I was scared of going on here was this way, and white playing a super aggressive move, but I only was scared because I didn't read this out all the way through at first. And then once I read it out, I was like, okay, you know, why is this okay? It's because the AI would be fine here. Why would the AI be fine here if it had black? It's because there's so many weaknesses outside. There's so many weaknesses outside. How do I get the weaknesses outside? I gotta make sure I'm thick here. So that was why I know I can play here. I just gotta make sure I'm thick with the inside, able to access these cutting points. And then as long as I can make all the cutting points pile together, there's no way I can actually hold that. Wow, look at my feeling. Look at me learning from Zhu Hong. It's a good move. It's a good move. This one's better. Damn it. But locally speaking, look. I'm supposed to play from that side. I'm so happy. My strategy is great. And they push, and my strategy is still great. It's the best move. I'm the best. Oh. So I'm the best if I do it this way. This way is really bad, comparatively speaking. Man. Really? I would be worried here to go all the way through like this and allow this Atari. I'd be thinking like, wow, isn't Black getting in trouble having to keep this cutting stone dead and keep this part strong? Like, that seems scary to me. But I guess this is scarier because we're just dead with the 3 stones, so we don't get to counterattack. Like, the reason why I loves all this stuff is because the cutting point here still exists. Like, that's why we're able to go all the way down through like this. Although, you can also play the outside. If they cut, then you can at least still use the cutting point here. Interesting. Yeah, I underestimated that move. This move means please save my 4 stones, please. Wow, I really didn't see that. I can't believe it. I was looking around at everything thinking there must be some detail here that's like an extra thing other than just the outside. And I couldn't find the idea to save the 3 stones with this move and the Atari there. I just didn't see that. But then, okay, how is my direction? Close. Jump is better. Jump is better. And kick is also good here. Yeah, kick means I don't care about the center, actually. Which is a nice thing to say. Lower your expectations, you know? But jump here means I care about the center and I can hold it. I think jump is the objectively better way. This was not so bad, really. My idea was coherent. I don't think humans are gonna find like a catch here. I think humans are gonna race against me and let me jump in. So like, yeah. In a human game, I think I get rewarded for sure. And I thought he was gonna go here. Yeah, if he did that, then I was going to play Atari Connect like this. I guess the AI thought that this is good, so. It just let me reduce. And here I was so confused about like what to do here. This one? Are you kidding? Wait, why is it answering that way? Why not cut? Push? Answer? Why is it so good? Why is this so useful? Can't I even play outside? Wow. White plays outside. Oh, we're fine. We have Atari. We have some weakness here. We have some weakness there. We're totally fine. This is healthy. Okay. Crazy AI. Crazy. But this one being a good move, I feel like I can learn from that. I thought like it cuts and then I can't do anything on the cutting point, so I must be bad. But it's saying like it cuts and then it beats up the cut. So what? It cuts, it beats up the cut, but it was so thick here. It doesn't matter at all. I got to break this part, and then it has to even take care of its group here. In the meantime, you know, later on I can squeeze whenever. So it's just wait for the cut here, push down. The Ataris from this side are just fine as well. Wow, cut here though. It means that he's actually seriously weak here. So yeah, my way is cowardly. Loses a point or two for sure there. The Hana can't have lost it. I don't believe it. Why would this be bad? Why would this be bad for Rate? That doesn't make sense. Isn't White just bigger than this way? Like why is it good to feed an extra stone Like, the cutting can't be that useful, can it? Is it a useful... It is a useful resource. Can it be that useful a resource? Nah, maybe. Maybe. You know what? Maybe. Okay, how is my method here, by the way? I felt like I was being very imaginative, and it was actually, you know what? I am so happy. I'm so proud. This is awesome. Because this is super non-standard what I did here. Totally fit to the board. And fit well. Look at that. Best move locally speaking. Okay, sure, you can go take the 3-3, but that's not fun, you know? Best move locally speaking, best move locally speaking, best move, best move, best move, best move, best move. I'm the best. I'm the best. Then he played here, and then it's not so good. So if here, I was thinking that it was going to immediately play this one, and then I'd have to tanuki, which is correct. But I can tanuki just... What? What is this? Madness. What the heck? I had no idea. There's cutting like this. Has anyone ever seen that before? Holy! Do you see that? They knights move out, and if you have a little bit of thickness here, you can cut, and then honey! Wow! That is sick. That is sick. That is so cool. I've never seen that follow up to this Jiseki. I guess I've never been in a situation where I have a moyo here and I'm trying to cut their nice move. So I never analyzed that with AI, but here in Hane, it's just not in my imagination that there could be such a technique to expand the corner capture. Because like white can still cover the outside, obviously, but you just get to capture the corner massive. Capturing the corner is already massive, so... Wow. Okay, anyway, it went like this. Here I can't Hane, anyway. Oh, I've already given him the thickness, so now if I do this stuff, and I go through and capture it all, it's not impressed. It's like, yeah, whatever, bro. Since it runs a little bit against the weakness here, this being thick will just like catch it eventually. So as long as it gets caught, it's not actually good. Or as long as this thing does not get caught, it's not actually good. You should just go capture anyway. Wow, really rare to CG then, that Hane. Hey, look! Look! +1. +1. I told you guys, this one is freaking skill-based. And I'm so happy I didn't limit myself. I was about to say, you know what? I'm too bad of a player. I can't play F2, even though I know it's good. And then I caught myself. I was like, you know what? You know what? I tell all my students all the time, stop saying you're a bad player. Do what you know is right, despite the fact that you're too bad of a player to do it. Because, in fact, you aren't. And I did it. I'm so happy. This F2 is like... I know it doesn't look like much, but this is like... It makes me so happy about my potential to improve. The fact that I can play a move like F2. I'm so happy about that. But this one is wrong. Really? It's wrong? Really? So this other stuff is bigger. Covering the left side, for example. I knew he was going to attack this, but I didn't think it was important. G2 is that much bigger than N2? I mean, G2 is such a... It really is, because the cut over here is not capturable easily. You know what? I should have taken G2 right away. There's no excuse for me why I didn't take G2 right away. And then just clean up the endgame. It's because I thought that if white plays slide here, I will feel regret. But I don't need to feel regret. I can just continue to take other big points, and if white slides and jumps again... This is the kind of thing which I'm uncertain about. Because sometimes this is like... Why do you give all your territory to white? And sometimes this is like, you fool, you could have just gone and taken the big stuff elsewhere. And the determining factor is both how weak is black, how weak is white, and also how big is the other stuff you're doing. In this case, the other stuff I'm doing is like almost normal middle game size. They're worse than normal middle game moves, but like some Don players would fuck up and play them in normal middle game. So like This is clearly endgame. It's like early endgame size. So these moves are clearly just like a tad under the pace for white to play over here. And therefore it's a tad under the pace for me to stop it. My bad. Hey, how is my counterattack? So the counterattack here I'm sure is good, but after that, I thought this one is unplayable because they can cut. And I thought here I have nothing, because if you block and cut, it's not working. But it says now you cut here. Wow. It means because we got to cut here, white can't capture these 3 stuns. And we still get the squeeze from the outside. So actually, what black really managed is perfect thickness on the outside and save the 3 stones in Sentai. And that is worth it. That is worth. Wow. Okay, so that's why you can extend here. I knew there would be something. It seemed like there should be some reason why that extend should be good. Yeah, the G2 is better. I was supposed to push G2. My bad. At least I recognized F2, man. Even if I don't have enough self-confidence to follow it up the way that I know it's supposed to be followed up. The correct direction. Although the shape is wrong because of an insane Tetsuji by... Wait, attach and Tanuki is great. Wow, this is better. Wow, he's supposed to play that way anyway. I thought he has to play this one and it's bad. But actually, it's good. I'm actually like wrong on so many counts here. Oopsies. But I got to capture something, so it's like not... I wasn't dumb. Look, I even gained, locally speaking. I was not dumb. I was not dumb. I actually knew what I was doing. Because that was planned and like executed all reasonably. Wow. So this means locally kill it. If it says locally kill it, what that means is that the AI is expecting that the attack here should be able to break something on the outside. Which is honestly reasonable. Why wouldn't it be able to break something if the outside looks this weak? Like, yeah, you just push and at least capture something directly, right? At least force that and manage to capture some stones, minimum. And you should be able to get more, apparently. And then it played this one Gote, and that's how I knew it had given up on seriously trying for the game. Although I still wanted to like get this kind of stuff right. Apparently the AI thinks that this one is bigger. The 7-pointer. Maybe this one actually is 6 pointers. It's actually very difficult for me to count all the trickeries that happen in the 2 competing endgame here. Like the fact that they can Atari and force this is making it really hard for me to count. And then this one is actually bigger. Interesting. It also really respects the size of this. So this one is not a small endgame, actually, because it made it so that the outside endgame over there was all Sente for white, clearly. And, okay, you know what? I understand then. I respect that endgame a lot more than I used to. It was making sense. Hey, how is my move to fix the Ko? Not bad. Not bad. If I had locally killed him, then he has to... Wait, what? I don't understand. If that actually happened, by the way, it would be something like this, yeah? And then he has to link up like that. Is that good? I guess it is, because I forced a Dame. And then this one was good move. I'm happy about that. It was good idea to fix the Ko. And then everything's fixed. Wow. I made almost no mistakes. Only some very small ones, like not realizing that the sacrifice here was good. Yeah, not going in on sacrifice variations here. Not understanding to sacrifice that. Wow, are all my mistakes failing to realize how to sacrifice? This one was sacrificing too much. The thickness in the center really mattered. Not realizing the sacrifice over here, I guess, is the other way that you could phrase it. This part, okay, small mistake that, okay, here I didn't understand how valuable G2 is. This part, I don't think I messed up. It's just this, like, the KataGo point evaluation is expecting white to go crazier. Here I just sacrificed too much. And didn't realize to save them. But overall, holy cow. Like, the only mistakes that I made are about whether or not I should sacrifice stuff. Maybe some, like, small mistake here that I could use this order as would be a bit better. And maybe some small mistake in the endgame or something, but not really. Not very serious. Like, this one is a small mistake. This one is a notable mistake, actually. This one is just a reading and calculation mistake at the very beginning of the sequence here, where it can easily capture it and get a little bit more value. But, I mean, seriously, I'm so happy. This is my best game against AI ever. Should I go down to 2 stones? Obviously not. I'm not within 2 stones of KataGo. But maybe I'll go to 3 stones Komi. The lower that you put the handicap, the less stupid it is. So like this game, the 3 stone handicap AI generally performs relatively reasonably. But this game, it applied a lot of pressure to its own group over here. And then I managed to save everything, and therefore it couldn't gain. And that like ruined the AI's game. The AI had no room left to gain in the rest of the board. So even though it tries, then my moyo is just everything that's left, and nothing is weak, and I just win. So I just had to win this one fight, which I had to lock in to win, but I did successfully. So if I lower the handicap, then it won't fight so hard at the very beginning. It won't fight in a way which allows me to gain as well. It's going to be a lot more relaxed, and so it's going to make it like even much harder to win. It's not just a half stone harder to win when you go a half stone more in handicap. It's like every half stone is exponential, and you're getting to the super top level. But wow, 3 stones no Komi, I can do it. I'm so happy. I'm so proud. Sorry for. I feel like I give no meaningful commentary other than the celebration, but still. Celebration is deserved. What a great game. I'm the best. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys all next time. Toodaloo.